Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but I've noticed that there's a huge influx of broke ass influencers on TikTok that are begging for money, and some of them even being involved in scams. Yesterday, I saw this TikToker who had almost 1 million subscribers or followers, and she was involved in a GoFundMe scam, and the GoFundMe got shut down. And it's just like, the problem with so many of these TikTokers is that, or any influencer, is that they're living above their means. And something that my grandma taught me as a kid that I'll never forget is she said, if you cannot buy something with cash in hand right now, then you cannot afford it. Or if the money isn't in your checking account right now, the full amount, you can't afford it. And it's like, I've seen so many scandals over the years of influencers, from YouTube or any, community that have gone broke because they start to live above their means. And you should never live above your means in life if you don't want to set yourself up for failure. Like, let's say an influencer makes $40,000 in, their first big payout month, right? And it starts to become consistent. Okay, great. But then they decide they want to go rent or lease an LA mansion for $15,000 a month, right? And just because they were making $40,000 a month consistently for a while, it doesn't mean that money is going to stay. Because life works in ebb and flows. Life works in patterns. It has ups and downs, and ups and downs. So learn firsthand from these influencers. Definitely do not live above your means. Have a goal in life, a goal you want to meet, of the life you want to live, and then take actionable and reasonable steps to get there. It's like I said with the house example, a lot of these influencers, right, the money comes in, but they're taking too large of a leap. Like my grandma said, if you cannot buy it in cash, in full, you cannot afford it.
Seeing the downfall of creators from back in like the late 2000s or like 2017, 2018, 2019 is one of the craziest things to me, because it's like y'all was the main ones talking about I'm never gonna work a 9 to 5, I'm making $30,000 a month. Girl, what the hell you do with the money? What did you do with the money? Now y'all over here begging on live every day, talking about I ain't got no money. Go get a job like everybody else.
Did y'all see that video of that girl asking how all the OG influencers were making $30,000 to $50,000 a month and now they're broke and e-begging on TikTok? Like, what happened to all that money? So as somebody who accumulated over 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube back in 2015, and I was literally living in LA, so I witnessed a lot of this, I'm going to give you guys the breakdown on what happened with that money. I can't speak for everybody, obviously, but just what I've seen. When I moved out there, I thought I was pushing it with my $2,000 one-bedroom apartment, but I had people living in the same building, just at the top floor. I was on the 3rd floor, but they were at the top floor paying $20,000 a month. And then I had some friends that lived in mansions just for the sole purpose of wanting to be able to throw parties and have people come over and make content in there. Literally paying people's yearly salaries, like $30,000, $40,000 a month just to rent this huge house. So for those of you that were also wondering, like, why do a lot of these influencers have big houses but they're fucking empty? Not even joking, to get some good quality furniture in there, it's gonna cost you like $500,000. And don't even get me started on their Uber ego. It's like people reach a certain amount of followers and all of a sudden they can't use Uber X. Ew, we can't pull up to this party in a Prius. Order an Uber Black. Why would we spend $250 to pull up to a party when we could spend $19.99? Half the cars that you see these people whipping around are rentals, and they're spending like $300, $500 a day just to whip it around and try to act like they're somebody they're not. Babe, just because you hit 200K doesn't mean you need to go and get a C300 from Mercedes. Like, it's okay. You can drive your paid off Toyota. Maybe 1 out of 10 of my friends actually cooked their meals at home. Everybody was constantly going out to eat or hiring private chefs. When you start making all this money, a lot of people tend to forget that it might stop one day, so they're still going on these expensive vacations, buying all this designer, even if it's starting to dwindle, because they literally got used to that lifestyle. Girl, when I tell you, the second I had enough money to buy a property, I bought one. I could only tell so many story times and do so many get ready with me's before people fucking lose interest, okay? I had to be realistic about it. But I could see how most 21-year-olds are not thinking about that. More or less, a lot of these people ran through their money trying to look cool. That's it. And now they're begging for galaxies and cowboy hats. Cool.
When do you think someone's going to tell these brands that we are no longer being influenced by people that are already rich, can already afford the trips and the products, being taken on these ridiculous PR trips, flown first class, being taken on super yachts? Like, come on. It's not influencing me at all. If anything, it's deterring me. I saw an influencer the other day do a PR unboxing. She must have had about £10,000 worth of stuff. There were items in there that I would have put on my Christmas list and would have waited like to receive as a gift because it's that expensive. And they're just dishing it out and to these people that can actually afford the products, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't trust anything they say. Like, of course they're gonna love every product that they get given for free or they get paid to talk about. Like, that is not influencing me to purchase anything whatsoever. I wonder when the narrative is going to change and these brands actually start to realise that nobody gives a shit, and actually we're just getting really quite pissed off at the fact that you're just spending ridiculous amounts of money on people that have already got.
What are you doing right now? I'm clearly sitting in my living room doing nothing. What does it look like I'm doing? Working out at the gym? That watermelon looks really good. Obviously it's good. Do you think I would be eating it if it tasted like shit? No. These people are so stupid, bro. All they do is state the obvious. No brain cells. Where did you get that top from? It looks amazing on you. It's literally a basic long sleeve top. You could probably get it in the garbage can behind your house. Mom, shut up! Stop coughing. I don't give a shit if you have asthma. Shut up. Gosh, bro. Everyone is pissing me off today. Your hair is so long and pretty. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? Like, why aren't you thanking anybody for the gifts? Because I didn't ask you guys to send them. You're doing that on your own. Nobody asked you to do it. Don't send something expecting something in return.
It's a judgment-free zone because I really have some things that I need to get off my chest. I have been seeing multiple videos of people quitting school in order to create content full-time. Please reevaluate your decisions. And I'm not talking about people that like graduated high school and then like didn't really want to go into college anyway. I'm talking about people that already had their plans, you know, labeled out. They're going to nursing school, they're going to pharmacy school, they're going to med school, they're going to law school, whatever. And then they end up discontinuing their career path because they want to do content creation full time. And maybe this is controversial, but the world of influencing, the world of content creation can so easily be gone by tomorrow. Like, if something happens and Instagram can no longer be downloaded, TikTok can no longer be downloaded, what are y'all gonna do? It's not like you create content and then boom, you already have a booming business. Like, you have to create content, come up with business plans in order for you to diversify like your platform and diversify your portfolio as a content creator. So please stay in school, finish your degree, create content on your free time, use it as a side hustle. And then after you've gotten your degree, please do what you want. But what I will say is that you have the security of knowing when these platforms all go away, you can still create a living for yourself. Please always remember that education will stay with you forever. IG and TikTok will not. Choose wisely.
Videos like this should be shown in schools because a lot of kids and teens are under the impression that they just become an influencer and make a bunch of money and don't seem to have other aspirations. When I wanted to quit my career 2 years ago, my mentor said something that stays with me to this day. The job is not the dream. The job pays for the dream. Hello everyone, my name is Anthony. I am the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
£1 million in cash or 1 million followers?
1 million followers.
1 million followers.
1 million followers. Because then, when you get the 1 million followers, you'll eventually get more and more, and then those followers might give you donations and stuff, and eventually it'll add up to more than 1 million.
You could start a business, and because you have 1 million followers, you could just put a link in your bio, they can click onto it, and they can buy products that are over £1, which means you'll earn over £1 million or dollars.
Do you think every one of your followers will buy?
No, not all, but it depends on how much money you sell it for.
I'd say if you have 1 million followers, it'll be easier to gain support from other people, and if you spread all your followers around the world, you can make a lot of money.
The influencers from a decade ago that are broke now were living paycheck to paycheck. As soon as that money came in, it went straight to vanity purchases and bills. There was also this trend where as soon as the views went up, they ran straight to LA, New York, or whatever expensive city they could find. And with that change, they got bigger bills and also new content. That new content may have not been received well, and they got less views, and the money went down also.
We filed bankruptcy 6 years ago, and we're in debt again, and I want to go over what that debt is. The total amount of debt is $92,589. So we have 2 cars. One car is $19,812 and the other one is $21,404. And so that is a combined total of $41,216. Our credit cards between me and my husband are $32,715. And we have loans. I included like Affirm, Bread, which was our furniture. I included that in there. I even included our phones, you know, like when you go to Verizon and get like a phone and they put it into your monthly payment. I even included those. So all of that included is $18,618. We have multiple loans from Upstart and Upgrade. Oh, and Avant gave me a loan too. So yeah, $92,589.
Please don't let the internet distract you from the fact that there are people out here living regular lives with brown cabinets and white appliances and a beat up car and an iPhone 12. Please don't get caught up in social media that you forget that that is normal. It is not normal for a 21-year-old to live in a high rise with white marble countertops and stainless steel appliances paying $2,000 plus a month in rent. It's not normal for a 21-year-old to drive a brand new Benz off the lot with no help. That ain't normal, okay? It's okay to go to the thrift store. It's okay to shop on Shein. It's okay to get a good sale, a good deal. My grandma taught me don't ever buy nothing unless it's on sale. And I don't. I've driven the same car my entire life. It is a beat-up 2014 Toyota with over 200,000 miles on it. And I ain't got no car note, and I ain't getting one no time soon. Do you hear me? Please don't upgrade your phone just because they dropped a new one. I just got a new phone, but that's because I ain't paid for it. I've been on my grandparents' phone bill since I have had a phone. And I don't want to ever pay it. My apartment that I just moved into, it's got carpet, it's got white appliances, but my rent is under $1,100 after my utilities. Thank you. And you know what I can do with that money? Instead of having white marble counters and sitting at home staring at them, I can go on vacation. I can put it in my high yield savings account. I can put it into my daughter's college fund. Girl, you better learn how to find you a good sale and what to do with it. Okay? Don't let these people in the world have you delusional thinking that this is what I'm supposed to have at this age and this is what it's supposed to look like and this is what my home's supposed to look like. No, if it makes you happy, then that's fine. My last apartment before this one, it was not fully furnished until a whole year after. You spending $1,000 on some McQueens and you don't even have $1,000 to pay your rent. That's not stewarding your money well, Bookie. Go get a job and clock in like a normal person. Okay. God will make a way for your business, but when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. It's the scripture, if I recall correctly. The Bible instructs us to steward our belongings well, because if he can trust us over the few, he will trust us to rule over the many. So be encouraged today, girl. There are people out here living regular lives, even if they got 300-something thousand followers on TikTok like me, boo. I promise.
Okay, y'all want to know the real reason that I'm dropping the link on my 18th birthday? I'm broke as shit. This is the same fit that, this is the only fit. This is the only fit that I own. It's literally the same fit that I was wearing on Rakai's stream. That was months ago. That's why I haven't been posting content. I'm literally broke. Just let a girl get her bag.
Oh my god, look at that. Wait, why am I scared? I just got the Lenwich Chicken Caesar wrap, guys. Oh my god, I'm gonna try it. Wait, why am I so scared right now? Why am I scared? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, alright guys, should I do it? Oh my god. I'm like so scared. Okay. Wait, that's so good. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join.
You're so pretty. Oh, thank you. Where'd you get your necklace? It's Vivian Westwood. Thanks. I wish I was you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
I really don't know where else to say this, but I am so sick of celebrities. Like all of them. All of them. I mean, right now, I feel there's such a disconnect between people with things and people without things. And the people with things are the people we see all day. They're the people creating the art. They're creating movies, songs, all these things. And we're just down here toiling, selling our time to survive. And like, I don't know. I don't know if I like anyone, like, I don't like any celebrity. And the reason I'm saying this, my coworker asked me the other day if I watched the Grammys. I'm like, the Grammys? The Grammys? Why would I watch the Grammys? Like, I'm not going to watch a show praising a bunch of rich celebrities who already have it great. Like, I mean, I would watch an award show praising a single mom in Bronx, but no. Grammys, no.
I spent years working with someone who was a personal security for celebs. And here's the part that shocked me most. A lot of these stars never pay for anything. They walk into the restaurant and the manager comes rushing out to say, "Oh, what an honor. Have whatever you want. It's on the house." The same with luxury fashion stores. They walk in and the manager is ready to give them whatever they want for free. And every day, these celebs are getting free products in the mail. I've known a celeb to get a free SUV and he gave it to his sister because he already had too many cars. She then turned around and gave it to someone else because the SUV was too big for her. And then it was handed off to someone else. They were passing around a brand new luxury SUV as though it was a burdensome object. Imagine getting paid millions of dollars and then not having to pay for anything because everything is gifted to you. But then you somehow still manage to go broke. Like how? Influencers have a shelf life of an open avocado. They do not understand that they are just like a TV show. Eventually, people lose interest and the show comes to an end. They think their follower count will only ever keep going up without understanding or planning for the inevitable end. Nowadays, influencers are out there shamelessly asking for gifts. I don't hate the player, but the fans keep pouring money to them and fuel this online begging culture. Personally, I live on $3,500 a month before insurance is taken out. I would sell my 4-year-old car and most everything I own before I'd ever do a GoFundMe. I once contributed to a GoFundMe for someone I had previously volunteered with at an animal shelter. Her dog needed an expensive surgery. 3 months later, she posted pictures of her home and the farm she and her husband had bought. I don't own a home. I'm much more careful now who I donate to. I have no sympathy for influencers who built a lifestyle on flexing without a long-term plan. Like, why are they whining about being broke when it's their fault for not saving or investing? Also, these influencers begging for views and money is really disgusting because most of their audience is barely getting by. The amount of money these people are making, the very next thing out of their mouth should be, "I'm so glad I knew this would not last forever and saved and invested. I'll be completely fine for the next 8 years." I'm honestly not sure how they didn't worry that it might not last forever, and so they make good financial decisions. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. So what I usually say is stay alert, stay focused. Don't feel for the government psyop. Nice to meet you. Until the next video, thank you for your attention to this matter.